that was the moment straight line winds blew the roof off a warehouse near DFW Airport. And viewer Marcus Hawthorne sent us that video, just part of the damage left behind by this morning's severe storms that raced across North Texas. Thanks for joining us here this midday. I'm Evan Anderson. Along with that storm damage, we've got thousands of people without power. Encore crews are working to restore electricity as we speak. Cleanup is underway this midday all over North Texas, and we've got team coverage for you. And we start with Larry Collins, who's live near DFW Airport, where that roof was blown off an Amazon warehouse. Larry?
Hey, good morning, Evan. It is still a major mess out here. I'm going to move out of the way to show you exactly what we're talking about. This is what's left of that roof of that Amazon warehouse. Now the roof covering several cars here in the parking lot. Workers at the facility tell me the strong winds arrived at around 5 o'clock this morning. They could tell the minute the worst of it was on top of them, ripping the roof right off onto those cars parked in the front of the building. It crushed cars, broke windows, and left a mangled metal mess. Luckily, we're told no one was injured. Also, directly across the street, a Federal Aviation Administration facility was also damaged. The FAA tells me that the ground-based radio transmitting equipment was damaged, but the backup systems did kick in. I want to tell you this, also at the airport, there were damages to a jet bridge, actually several of them, and that could lead to some delays and cancellations today. But here in Irving, near the airport, we are still seeing the cleanup efforts taking place. In fact, the industrial cleaning crew just arrived on the scene. They've got quite a mess they're going to have to take care of. There are several cars underneath what's left of that roof, and I can tell you the damage is extensive. We're live in Irving this morning. Larry Collins, NBC5.
Yeah, Larry, thank you. The wind was the big story this morning, and one Johnson County woman was hurt when her mobile home turned over in the strong winds earlier this morning. This happened just southwest of Cleburne. The woman in the home had to be taken to the emergency room for some minor injuries, but did return a short time later to see all that damage. And there's more evidence of all that wind damage about 10 minutes east of DFW Airport at the Cypress Waters development in Coppell. Apartments there under construction toppled in the strong winds. There were reports of winds up to 80 miles per hour. There were no injuries, but as you can see there, a big mess here at midday.